Ready? Oh. See the cup? Yep. Spooky.
Hey Fish, what's going on, man? Looks like you're first in tonight. So how's everybody doing tonight? My volume okay? Actually, let me try. People have said it's low sometimes. I'm gonna try something here. Not that button. This one. Open. Let's do this one. What's the volume like? Too loud? Good. I just turned it up some more, so it might be too loud. Also, yeah, I just turned it to 100. You may also hear a bunch of clicking now. My boy's playing Rocket League next to me. Which I don't care if there's clicking or not. Nay, you're fine. I'm actually looking into, I'm sure I have software that comes with this setup. That's better? Okay. I'll leave it at 100 then. Oh! Is that, hold on. Nope, that's that one, okay. Not that. Not what I thought it was. Oh, you know what? I should probably, if it gets laggy, I'll restart the stream because it's still on 1440, and sometimes that makes the stream pretty laggy. So let's see how it goes. If it starts buffering and stuff, let me know, guys, because I have my video output set to 1440 for when I'm filming videos, and live stream doesn't like 1440. So that 100 shards getting changed is super nice. That definitely changes my outlook on this TP event. Great job, Punisher. I'm sure there was lots of fighting for that. Yay, black TP. With the links and how useful he is in Showdown and how strong he is by himself too, I still don't understand how people sleep on Dango. He is so freaking good. Even better, of course, if you have Breeze, but, I mean... This is the highest tag match on the road, and it's just one move and done. Ah, gotcha. I'm sure we'll have blog. What's tomorrow? Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll have. Yep, Punisher's got it. Yep. Hey, Jorge, how you doing, man? Nice, Fish. Are you able to recruit him now, or? Bomber, I don't know if I'm worth stop watching Xavier Woods, so. Oh man, that's what, 3 or 4 matches in a row with 5? I'll take it. $700. Gotcha. I love the showdown events. I have a big roster, so usually I have the bonus guys. So if there's going to be a showdown event like it sounds, I am super excited for that. I'm also really digging the style and theme of the month-long, the crossover with the He-Man thing. I know it's not very purist of me, but I really like it. Where am I going to use TP? So probably Earthquake, a bunch on Earthquake, and a bunch on Ted DiBiase. Most of my other guys are pretty ready, TP-wise. 5 more again. Nice. So NWO Ted and Earthquake will be where most of my TP goes. I'm definitely gonna buy the 11K keys. 100%. That'll help the faction a bunch. So. And with the other stuff you get, that's too hard to pass up. So I'm definitely going to grab that one. Let me check and see. I might put TP a few other places. I need to make sure I'm ready for the next talent up. Although I have a 4-star gold, I didn't have to take Bruno and was still able to max talent up. So I held him in reserve. So I can not need to have as many guys ready to evolve this next talent up. But I'll pull up my spreadsheet. Maybe. Oh, Jorge, I'm going to get the offer Punisher just posted. 11K keys, 4 loopholes, and 2 EO pulls equal odds for $10. Mainly for the keys, because I have everyone in the equal odds, but... Yep. Mainly for the keys. Month projects. Sorry. Roberto, so this month my goal is to have Drew ready for 4SS, Z Cena ready for 4SS, Z Brock for 4SS, and Z Kane for 4-star bronze. Every one of those guys I just named is already done with their TP from previous months, so they just need coin. So it probably will all go into Faker Cena, NWO Ted, and Earthquake. I am really big on Earthquake. He's only at 5k, but he's going to be a problem. He is super fast with that gear, and he hits really hard. I'm very happy with him so far. Both characters last month, Typhoon and Earthquake, I'm a big fan of both so far. I also still need 380 red to put into Hall of Fame Sting, but I'm not in a huge hurry because he's at 9k and he's got the trainer ability, and you know, so I'll probably do NWO Ted first. Which is kind of why I'm farming Black TP, because Faker Cena needs it, and so does NWO Ted. I need a bunch of yellow too, so I'll probably use all my auto clears tonight on yellow. Since this node is so easy to farm. I really should have rebooted the stream right away and done this at 1080p. It's slightly laggy. Is it okay on you guys' end? It's not buffering or anything? I'm gonna close this window. Close Discord too, see if that helps. And I definitely agree, Jorge, that's a pretty dang good deal. Right on, Roberto. It also seems like there might be more lag on the voice chat when it shows up than normal too. Are you getting Streamlabs set up okay, Matthew?
Yeah, actually I got a whole setup with the chat box and my timer. That I keep for my live splits on my speedrunning, and then I also have the window or the video capture as well set up with my desktop audio and the microphone. So I got the whole thing set up.
Cool. Just let me know if you need help, okay?
Alright.
My oldest is using Streamlabs now too, so it's his first time using it tonight. That's funny, Bomber.
Oh yeah, I have GTA 5 as well.
Earlier today I was running a few of these when I was on break, and I got a 3-star or a tier 3 armor, blue armor, with gem defense percentage, so I was pretty happy about that for a medal. I believe it was on this tour or this particular match. Oh man, If they ever give Typhoon gear, yeah, Shockmaster gear would be dope. As long as it doesn't do negative things. Like he starts with negative MP because he falls down. So how about it, guys? You get to pick one guy that's not in the game yet, so not a version already. Because I actually need metal bits too, Thomas. That's a great question, but I actually need the metal bits as well, because I have so many metals to level up that I need to as well. I don't ever have enough of anything. TP, metal bits, coin, they always need more. So that's a great question though. Yeah, so if you could pick one guy that's not in the game that you'd want in the game, who would it be? And I'm not talking about like a different version, just straight up someone who's not in the game yet. One pick. And it doesn't matter if it's realistic or not. So if you want to pick Owen Hart, you can pick Owen Hart, even if it can't ever happen. CM Punk, yeah, it's pretty. I would bet a lot of people would like that one. That's a good pick. Road Warriors is cool.
Hey.
Ooh, R-Truth, I like that one a lot. I really like R-Truth, actually. Man, if anyone, he definitely deserves to be in, I think. That would be a great addition. I like that pick. Legion of Doom, right on. Keith Lee, that's a great pick too. I love me some Keith Lee. So they're already in the game, but with talking about tag teams, freaking the Rockers. I grew up with the Rockers, so I would love them as a tag team. Also, Heavy Machinery would be great. Street Profits would be great. Miz and Morrison. How do we only have one Miz, by the way? Of course, yeah, Adam Cole, definitely Adam Cole. How do we only have one Miz, by the way? The man has held so many titles, it's not funny. And we only have one. Ugh, it's so laggy. I love Adam Cole. I'd super like that. Adam Cole's head. Poor Drew McIntyre. Friggin', why did they have to release Dwarf Drew? At least they didn't screw Ciampa up. I thought after Drew, when Ciampa came out, he was going to be like tiny Ciampa. I was really worried about that, but Ciampa looks amazing. I 100% agree. Miz is very underrated. He's an amazing heel, and he's just done a great job for years now. I don't know if anyone will agree with this, but one guy I was thinking I would love to see in the game, and no one probably remembers him, or maybe you do, is Damien Sandow. His time as Mizdow was so freaking funny. I could not get enough of that. Yeah, Gargano is terrible too. Although I don't have... I hope Adam Cole stays NXT, but it wouldn't surprise me if he does. Matt Riddle is a good move going to the main roster. He's gonna... I think he's just gonna completely explode, Matt Riddle. He's so over within the NXT crowd. There's no way they're not gonna love him. Adam Cole kind of reminds me of Shawn Michaels a lot. A little bit smaller, but he reminds me a lot of HBK. So if they used him right, I think he could be pretty great on the main roster. I just don't have a lot of faith that they will. Captain Charisma is another great pick. Yeah, Riddle too. The NXT is so good. I mean, like, so good. I'd take any of those guys in the game. Rhea Ripley's probably my favorite female wrestler at the moment. He is very, very thin. He's not very bulky, so I don't see Vince liking that very much. The other guy is way too small, but he's freaking phenomenal, is that Jordan Devlin guy. Crazy little bugger. I'd love Otis in the game at this point too, especially now that he's got the briefcase and stuff. Otis cracks me up. I definitely love Otis or Heavy Machinery, any version of. Yeah, I feel like they struggle to have the right amount of content for the female wrestlers in the game. I don't even know, Jorge. We must be getting close-ish to SummerSlam, right? Ooh. You can probably get yourself a webcam at Best Buy, Jorge.
For real?
88 gigs required to install Rainbow Six Siege. Why?
Is SummerSlam after Backlash, Bomber? August? Okay.
August.
NXT is always an amazing show. The takeover I was at the Portland NXT takeover. That's the best live event I've ever been to. It was insane. Whether it's a rock concert or a sporting event, doesn't matter. That was crazy. Yeah, I know, that's why I was joking. We haven't had one in at Staples, I think, in like 2 months now. I really miss having the fans. You wouldn't think it would make that big a difference for the show. It makes a huge difference for me not having the fans in the audience. I'm very close to Portland. I'm in the Columbia Gorge. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes away from Portland. So yeah, pretty close. That was Champa and Cole. So that was super cool. Oh, wow. Right on, Thomas. That's awesome. One of the other guys that's in the Discord, Payroll, he's in the Portland area, and he works for Staples too, so we went to the NXT takeover together, and then we've done... we did a SmackDown event too, 2 years ago, I think now. I think the SmackDown event, before it went live, Lacey Evans had a dark match with Natalya to kind of warm the crowd up, and that was kind of cool because I think it might have been one of her earlier ones. I had no idea who she was. That was at SmackDown. I think it was 2 years ago now. It might be 3. I don't own any belts. I do have a couple shirts though. I have a New Day one, a Ciampa one, and then just a generic NXT one. Oh, right on. Yeah, Punisher actually made that happen on the Intel server. That was super cool of him, so... that would be fun. I love going to Vegas in general. What's your IGN, Thomas? Oh, gray. Right on, dude. Well, it's nice to meet you. I have no comment about the double fist bomber. I got nothing. Everyone get their 1% for Blitz now? I know Bomber does. Jorge, I know you do. I think we're very close now in the faction. If it's Roopier, I'm in. Man, I don't have any tickets left after last month. I started this month with like 5K, and I bought the $19.99 and the $9.99 starter pack just for the Blitz tickets. I'm in Team Slam, so is Jorge and Robert there. That's Bomber, and Roberto is also part of Team Slam. And Punisher's in the Evil Empire again now, but we don't hold that against him because he's a really chill guy. Team Slam is really great about supporting the live streams. These guys will watch almost anything, and I'm proof of that. Yep, Fish too. You hadn't been talking lately, Fish. I wasn't sure if you're still around. Fish is almost always, if you're streaming, Fish is almost always there. He's great. Yeah, I'm worried about the next blitzes. I bought, I think I still have 36 of the 750 left on the prize wall, but I want to have enough for, because we're going to have like 3 more. I will say, Punisher, when I was in Victorious and on the Town Hall, I was surprised how nice a lot of those guys were. Guys that had really bad reputations, all at different times. Even Big Papa Brian was helpful to me a few times. Cotton Tech, in particular, helped me max one event that I wouldn't. So yeah, a lot of the stuff people you hear negative things about were actually really nice to me personally when I was in Town Hall. So I was pretty much just joking with you there. But because I went into it expecting them all to be dickbags, because that's what you hear, kind of, you know, groom this, groom that, blah, 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 blah. But they were pretty nice to me. But then again, I tried not to say anything too stupid, so. So I definitely saw people get lit up when I was in Town Hall. Oh, nice, dude. That's really nice. I'd definitely take him at 4-star silver for sure. He's got a really cool build that I want to try at 4-star. Let me see if I can find my... Where do I have it? Notepad. Yeah, it was super hard for me to leave Victorious. I was in it for over a year. Huge part of it. There's a bunch of great guys in there. It took me months to decide to do it. And I left with a friend, which helped. Hanson, he's in Team Slam now too. I'm very happy I did. Everyone's been great, and it's so nice to have like everybody do their part. But it was super hard decision for me, but I'm definitely glad I did. I know Coyote pretty well from a chat group I'm in, so I'd known Coyote, and then I met Torian in Town Hall, and he's a Minnesota boy like Punisher, and that's where I was born and raised, so I'd talked to Torian some when I was in Town Hall, and I just like the way you guys are, or we are now, super competitive, and yeah, they really do, Jorge. Smith's is amazing. I just liked the way it looked. Team Slam did stuff, and it's been a super great fit. Talk to Jorge all the time now. He's probably ready to put me on mute any second. Even that bomber guy seems to be okay. Not really sure about him, but he seems okay. He likes to put a bunch of bombs up in chat and stuff. I don't know about that, though. Yeah, well, I've heard really good things about 1%. From everything I've seen, Mo is a great guy. And I've heard nothing but good things about Mo. And, I think, is 2Bob in 1%? It's funny because a lot of my really good friends in the game, I don't even know what faction they're in because I just don't care. And 2Bob29 is a pretty good friend of mine. He might be in 1%. Oh, right on. Yep. Have you listened to his podcast, Thomas? The lounge one? The round table? Yep. Mo does a lot of great work on the Intel server. I know when I was in Victorious, there was I think once or twice when one of our guys needed a few more like a few more shards to get something, and Mo had a spot open and let him come in to get the milestone. Which is really cool. Gotcha. Let me... I'm not going to go to perks because it'll show my coin. I have Showdown, I think, at -3 or -4 already. 3 or 4, I can't remember. Blitz, I want to say, is at 3. And Tour, I have 1 MP, so I think that's 3 as well. Feud I haven't messed with. I hate buying feud perks, so I'll wait to see what feud looks like before I commit. I'm sure I'll get the MP up, because I always do. But that's usually all I get. Their feud perks are just so dang expensive. Level 5? What the heck? Where did I miss tour perk stuff at? Is level 5 the 3 MP? Yeah, that's impressive. Hey Josh, and that's probably the most efficient way, Josh. The Blitz perks are so cheap that it doesn't bother me getting them, and the tour ones I usually do anyway. But it's definitely more efficient to wait for the coin. I would say with stuff like that, it definitely depends where you're at. If you're struggling to complete the coin stuff during the month, then definitely wait and just gut it out without the perks for that extra 6 days or whatever. What do you guys think of this new style of monthly in the sense of the Triumph tours, the daily ones that you get massive rewards and only have the one node? Do you guys like that?
Oh wow, that full 360 was terrible. Messy, but still better than the last one.
That's crazy, Thomas. That's awesome. Well, he does also have a 4-star silver Cena that he pulled.
And I got stuck.
So he could easily have a bunch. Ah, the start pack. Yes, the start pack gives you a bunch.
Okay. So
That makes sense then. Wow, 21 or 22, that's awesome. Yeah, Ziggler hard match, that had to be some kind of error. That was way too high. So the part I really like is if you're going to waste a bunch of props or cash kickouts, you only have to do it one time. right? Like, otherwise, when you're trying to take an underleveled superstar through hell or 3-star hard if you're not VIP 11 yet, that was super hard to do. Super hard to do. Ooh, 10 MP TP. Super hard to do when you had to do like 5 or 6 nodes of it. So yeah, that's crazy, Thomas. The only event I've ever finished super high on one time was a TP event. It was during the not the October zombie one, but the next one, the spring outbreak. I needed to get 3rd place in the TP event to get enough shards to guarantee myself Z-Cane. And I kind of panicked at the end, and I spent a lot of TP and I got 1st. But in the end it was worth it because I got Z-Cane and I had to spend $0 to do it. Yeah, I beat Ziggler Hell with a 5k Ziggler showboat. I did use 2 cash kickouts, max moves as well. And I think I used 4 green MP ups, so show of hearts, 4 green show of hearts. I did the sub build with the green sub, and then I have Bruno to coach, so it made a huge difference. And so I just did Trickster Bray, Austin 316, and Bruno coaching, and his sub damage was insanely high. And then the, what is it, the blue move that makes random greens, so yeah. It was painful, but I got it with 2 cash kickouts and 5 show of hearts. Were probably worth it for the, what was it, 60,000 ingots on hell?
Excuse me.
I actually buy the Shane pass every month, and that cash just sits there for cash kickouts on tours. That's what it gets used for.
Oh, frick me. Okay. We'll have to get up on this the other way.
Gotcha. Man, those lie cheat steel props are freaking amazing. I wish that was in the prize wall every month. I would buy those in a heartbeat. That's the best prop in the game. Hey Punisher, if you're still around, can you not say obviously what's on the roadmap, like, but are you entitled to, or not entitled, are you allowed to, like, because I know they do have a roadmap, are you allowed to talk about their like thought process behind the roadmap, like, or is that like hush hush stuff? Because I find myself curious. I know they don't give you guys much for information ahead of time, but I was just wondering, like, if they have a philosophy or something behind their roadmap, or, you know, if they try stuff and then if it doesn't work, they go a different route, or, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, Jorge, the fact that the tour is only 1 day, sorry, this was a little bit late on this response, but the fact that it's only 1 day that you have to do it, that part kind of sucks. It'd be kind of nice if the Triumph tours stuck around longer, and they did them still kind of the same way, but you had more than just that 1 day. Right? That's kind of what I thought, actually, but I think they might actually have a roadmap, so I was curious, but I don't know if Punisher can talk about that or not. I'm obviously not what's on the roadmap, but just like how it works if he's even able to say anything. I don't know what they're allowed to talk about or not. It is interesting how often they change events just along that line. So like MLC, right? When I first started, the top 500 got like, what was it, a 2-star bronze, I think, and then, you know, top whatever got a 3-star, etc. Like 3-star bronze. I think it might have went up to 3-star gold for top spot. And then it's changed so many times. There was the monthly vault that was for a while, where you had to pull the vault and the shards. Those were terrible. I never did well with that. And then they did the buy the shards from the prize wall for like Edge and Dango. You know, and then it was final milestone of the solo event got you the guy at like, and second to last maybe got you him at like 3-star for a while. And then now we have what we have, where you're collecting the shards with 100 on the prize wall, but you know the rest of them are a lot through faction events or, you know, TP events. Coin doesn't get you anything, so I just wonder if they'll eventually find a style that they like and stick with that kind of MLC, or if it's always going to be this rotating, we're trying new stuff, like it's this way for like 3 months and that's about it. Yeah, Edge and the Dango style were great, and then also so was what's his face, Velveteen Dream was that way too. Those three were my favorite style of MLC. Or I did really like it when like top 500 or top 1,000 whatever got the character, even if it was at like 2-star. That was pretty cool too. I've also always liked maxing the solo event gets you the guy. So this is probably my least favorite style by far, other than the vaults. I think the vaults were worse. I think was it Becky was in the vault, Ray was in the vault, Rowan was in the vault. And I hated those vaults. The vault system was horrible. I actually hate that more than the current style. This current style, where we had the daily thing last month was cool. The Bailey shop was cool. This one we have the special orbs or whatever, that could potentially be cool. And the prize walls have been a nice addition, like getting gear in them and stuff. So like that part they've done right. But yeah, I hate the RNG in the bags. Just give me a static amount. Just give me a static amount. Don't let RNG destroy me. So far I've got 3 Triple H bags, 2 for 5 and 1 for 10. Earthquake, I think half my bags were 5 last month, or very nearly half. And I didn't pull more than 10 anytime. Yeah, okay. So you think this is better for you as a free-to-play than it was with the Dango and Edge style? I think this system, if you're in a faction like we are in Slam that maxes this first blitz, is really, really good. because you get so many shards out of this first one, and then you have to max talent up as well. Those are like the two really big things. Yeah, Josh, victory tours are awesome when you can do them. 100% agree. You too, huh, Thomas? I think I'm right a little bit less than that, Jorge. I'm really close to the 100 in the TP. Not really close, but close enough that'll get... since it's a guaranteed 100, I'll definitely do it this first round. I have enough TP to do it, and then decide if I want to in the second round. Yeah, I had 200 plus extra for Earthquake, like 260 extra. And I didn't buy any from the prize wall, and I only had to complete 2 TP events, so that was super nice. I had lots of room to spare. That's pretty good, Jorge. Did you get Earthquake last month, Jorge? I can't remember. I'm sorry. Gotcha. How many were you short? I got super unlucky on his bags, though. I never got more than 10. Oof. That's rough. I'm sure there'll be more shards, though. At least I tell myself that, because I still don't have Sasha. I'm 200 shards short. And that irritates me really, really bad. And so hopefully we'll see some of those eventually. Yeah, I know that guy. He was going in with like a 50k roster and getting 70k opponents. Well, you got 20k opponents because Scopely's matchmaker is drunk. That was stupid. I don't even want to talk about that. I had to sleep after taking the daughter to the airport. Jorge, I ended up missing the final milestone, but I think it was 30,000 is all. Like I needed literally one or two more battles, not even matches. I needed half a match more. Yes, you did. And I did get stunned for 5 to 7 minutes by Zombie Kane with a skip strap. Oh man. So like 2 brawls. Feuding with a friend is definitely more fun, especially if you talk smack. I had one of my good friends from Victoria, him and I tried to feud, you know, at least a couple hours every feud, and it was always fun. Because, you know, if you finish before the other guy, you wouldn't shut up about giving him a hard time. Hey, Filmside, what's going on, dude? Haha. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate that, dude. I would say my my video content is better than my streaming. This is maybe my 8th live stream. So I mean, and this is kind of boring content to live stream. I'm literally clicking one button repeatedly with Dango. It's just fun to talk to everyone, to be honest. Anything cool going on with you tonight, Filmside? Nice. Congratulations, sir. It's definitely nice when you get these guys to 3-star. And get a little bit ahead of the curve for the dailies too. Oh, thanks, Roberto. I appreciate that. I'm actually pretty happy with. I feel like I'm growing pretty fast. Yeah, Thomas, I don't really know how to normal people stream. I'm actually not a super big watcher of streams personally, interestingly enough. So I guess when I stream, it's much more fun when people are talking. I try and respond to all the stuff I see, and I hopefully will always stay like that. Because really, right now, this is maybe a good thing to stream for doing that, because I don't really need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Last night, when I was streaming, I died on Blitz because I wasn't paying attention, though. That was kind of funny. Kind of awkward, but kind of funny. Uh-oh. Might have froze. Hopefully that doesn't take my guys down to 0.
Yep. Do you know if we still have Ravage here?
Nice, Thomas. Dango is my favorite card in the game. I think he's criminally underrated. And he's phenomenal, especially if you get Fashion Police Link, but even if you don't. I actually don't know if I've talked to Mark yet, Roberto. I've watched Joe stream a lot, and obviously Punisher's in his stream quite a bit. Josh, that's a great idea. Actually, I will add that on my list to do a video guide of. That's actually a great idea for a video. I don't currently, but I can do one soon. Why is my screen all screwbally here? That's weird. Whatever. I have not done a video on that yet. I will work on putting one together. The big ones that I want to do is I want to do one on the best way to kind of go after the monthly event, like the event as a whole. He is Thomas. Fandango makes Showdown so easy, especially with Fashion Police. So I want to do a video kind of on how to help people succeed at the monthly event based on where they're at. And I still have to do a medal guide on medals. And then a TP farming one would be pretty great, actually. So I'll put that on the short list to try and get to hopefully this month. Yeah, it's hard to find good lists, and I actually get asked that question often, so it obviously would make a really good video. Yeah, and also what you have too. Like, not everyone can just go into, you know, Albuquerque hell mode and just farm one turn without taking damage. So I think speed is super important. I know I used to farm forever. I used Sting with the W Stinger. The straps one will definitely help with straps a lot. The metals one is going to take probably 2 or 3 videos because it's so much going on with metals, and I don't want people to fall asleep. But the straps one would help you a lot, Josh. That one is pretty easy to follow along, I think. That's one of my more popular videos I've made. That one should help. Yes, it is a protection dango. You can see the trainers I'm using on the left side of the screen, film side. I also, I'll show you his strap. He's definitely strapped completely for gem defense. Straps and metals are going to feel overwhelming at first. Try not to let that bother you, and you might hate them. Lots of people hate them at the start, but they're definitely here to stay. So the sooner you can force yourself kind of to start sorting, selling, deciding what to keep, what to sell, the more it'll help you in the game. They're very useful. Who do you have? Do you have anyone that can turn one farm, Josh? Like, what level guys do you have? Do you have 4-star golds? Do you have, 3-star golds? What do you have for characters? So, film side. Right here, you can see, actually, I'm going to go back. 20% gem defense. 20% gem defense, 13% gem defense. So those 2 bonuses in this medal alone, that's 53%. Then you take Honky Tonk Man's 30%, and you get 83%, and this starts to sound like Steiner math. I mean, Bomber, doing Cock Tour KOK is one of the most boring things in the game, so it kind of goes along with watching my stream. Okay, do you know what when I say turn 1 guy means for farming? Do you know what that means? Is that terminology something you've heard before? Thomas, with that question, I am a huge Dango mark, and I farm with him all the time. So for me, it would be Dango. I don't have Ray, though, and I use Dango for Showdown, for farming, for tours, tons and tons of stuff. So Dango is literally the most useful guy on my roster, I think. So I'm biased and would say Dango, but that could be wrong information, to be perfectly honest. Thomas, do you have Ray, one set of gear, two sets of gear, no gear? And Josh, if you have Tech Kofi, dear Lord, sir, and Striker NWO Ted, those are two of the best cards. Well, Kofi is the best tech, period, in my opinion. And Striker Ted is maybe the best, arguably one of the best strikers. He's up there. Yeah, you're welcome, Thomas. I don't pretend to know all at all, and I don't have Ray, so I'm maybe not the best person to ask that, and I'm a huge Dango mark. Okay, so from my friends that have Ray, some don't have gear, some have one, some have two. The ones that don't have him with gear definitely don't like him as much as the ones that with both gears. It's pretty much him and Z-Taker, best acro in the game. Without both sets, not quite so much, but still very good. Do you have a strap, an epic strap for Tech Kofi, Josh? Look at that Kofi card, like probably what? Kofi, Hogan. Those are probably the two. I'm sure I'm gonna miss somebody and sound stupid, but Kofi and Hogan have to be two of the best cards in the game. If you do get a strap from Josh, and you get an epic, if you run him double gem defense with that, and you have Reser, hopefully you have Reser, but double gem defense medals on the strap for 40% gem reduction, and Honky Tonk Man at 5k, you're gonna get turn 1 cascades, and people aren't going to kick out of 75k pins, and you're going to laugh all day long. So when you can, Kofi's still amazing unstrapped, but when you can, if you have the opportunity, if it's ever on the prize wall, an epic or legendary, either's fine, strap for Kofi will absolutely, you think he's a monster now, you won't ever lose, really. Unless, I don't even know. There's probably not much unless. You just won't lose, really, ever. Maybe if you're playing someone else that uses double green, and you don't beat him the first time, and you don't get any matches, and you fill the board up for him. Maybe. Oh, you have Fashion Police, Thomas? Oh, so unless you have Hogan or T, or potentially one of the Hall of Fame links, Fashion Police is the strongest Showdown link in the game. Like, I think I might have a Showdown stream somewhere if you just want to watch. It's literally almost looks like what I'm doing here, all the way basically until you start facing just Booker T. And he usually beats Hogan. Sometimes it takes a couple turns. Booker T usually takes a couple turns. It's just crazy fast. Oh. Hey, dot dot. My cat's walking across my keyboard here. This could be interesting. Okay. And Breeze is actually pretty underrated at 4-star gold too. He's not top tier, but he's pretty good. I actually have a video on him on my whatever channel as well, of Breeze at 4-star gold. Just for fun. And Breeze isn't, he's only got 2 Fury medals and not good ones. He doesn't have the rest of his belt unlocked. Let's actually, you know what? Why not? Let's just do this. What's the point of having a live stream if you can't do something actually fun? Let's kill Jeff. Who wants to see Breeze kill Jeff? Actually, and that's a class disadvantage, I think, too. No, it's not. That would be Striker. Or Showboat, I mean. I'm just going to quit talking. It's late. Okay, manage. Yes, I do. I would do Dango, Double Armor, and Breeze Fury. That is correct. Currently, he's not all the way unlocked, but yes, for Showdown, that's absolutely how I would do it. I still have one more slot to go on him. And this is how I run him for Showdown. The choose 6 immobile, make 10 into black, and then Orndorff, so it's 10 and 10. This is a visual error. It's 10 and 10. Solo, I like running him this way though. And you replace this for Lawler. Crazy gem damage. But that beauty shot is pretty nasty. So sometimes it's fun to use the other black. It's not nearly as consistent, but it's super kind of roulette. The black move that makes turns this, I forget which color, to black. It's super gambly, but when it hits, it's really funny because you can recycle itself. And the great thing too is if you get that blue match turn 1, you can get the sub ready so Jeff's not going to get his moves. Then hit the beauty shot, have the sub ready again, give you time to recharge. So Breeze is really good. And these turn into power gems too. He was my first 4-star gold striker. I made Mr. T wait for the Fashion Police link. Don't know that that was necessarily smart, but I feel like it's paid off. Big, what, 166K there? Jeff taking all my blues. That's okay. With the other way with the choose move, a lot of times when he comes in once in a blue moon, instead of using Dango the whole time, he can do, 175, 220k range, no problem. Jeff is getting a lot of his matches here. There we go. He might get a move off. That's going to make me a sad panda. Ooh, this is going to be nice. Like, power gems, simple little cascade. Look at that, 103k. Right on. Striker Sting is awesome. So yeah, Breeze is pretty dang good. Pretty effective. I need to remember to change his stuff back, or don't want to lose in showdown. What was 200 TP? Bomber? Beat B1. I'm not... My brain's not working. I don't know what you mean. NWO Brett is super good as well, so... And 6 is incredibly useful. Orndorff, generate. He's really good, dude, and especially with the Fashion Police. He's also Modern Era, so choices for Modern Era strikers are basically Breeze, Harper, Corbin, and now the new Cena. Oh, B1. Oh, gotcha. Derp. I rarely even look at the tours anymore. Do I wasn't even paying attention. Have I done B1? Do you work tomorrow, Jorge? I gotta open the store tomorrow after closing tonight, so I should probably go to bed soonish. Are you playing ranked tonight?
Nope, just kind of messing around with a friend.
Right on. B1. Oh, who do I need for B1? Oh, that's why. Meh. Yeah, not tonight. $12 to 8. Lucky you. You guys aren't closing early tomorrow? You're back to a semi-regular? I'm 7 to, I think, 5:30 tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day. That's like what, 10.5 hours or some dumb thing like that. Right on. Everything safe in your area though? Like things died down after the last few days? I remember you saying that you guys were closing early. I'm at Staples and I believe Jorge's Best Buy. So this weekend in my town, it's not a big town, like 12, 13,000 people. There's a protest slated to happen Saturday, a block and a half away from our store. So hopefully that goes okay. Oh, really, Thomas? Right on. Yes, my NWO Ted has a belt that I may take off. Here, and he's still way under leveled, but I will show him to you. He is on my fast track list now that Mr. T is finally 4-star gold. Wait, what am I doing? Where are you? There you are. So I have the NWO skip strap on him. However, oh, Green Teddy. I don't have a strap on Green Teddy, but I could put one on him. He's actually pretty solid for farming and stuff, guarantee max loot boxes and stuff, so I could see me someday taking him higher. I've taken him to, obviously, evolved him to 4-star bronze. Yeah. And he's also required in tours often. Oh, yeah, with the flat. That makes sense because it affects loot boxes. That makes a lot of sense. I bet that makes a big difference for him. That's a good call out. That's definitely a good call out, Roberto, because that's that flat gem damage, not the percentage, the flat one will work for loot boxes. Yep, the anti-bleed is probably what's going to go on mine, Thomas. I didn't have that when I put the skip strap on him. And then I got that one. And then I was like, I don't want to pay 8,000 parts to take it off. Nice. I'm gonna look into that, actually. What moveset are you using for him? Because that's a guy everyone can get their hands on too. He's another one. His recycling build, the yellow purple thing, Thomas, is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just recycle for days and the one doesn't move the pin bar and it's so much fun. When he was requirements for feud, I was beating with 5k. I beat a 4-star gold Andre in one match and he's at 5k talent. It was hilarious. Class disadvantage too. I should have videoed it. Double purple black, okay. And you're doing hard mode so that that flat damage is enough. And those loot boxes take enough life. And you're getting a bunch of them, and it's turn 1. That's cool. I'm going to look at that. Ooh, another 10-10 TP. Yep. By the way, Thomas, I have a Discord server for this kind of stuff. It should be in the description of the YouTube thingy. Anyone's welcome to join. It's factionless chat. Only real rule is don't be a douchebag, and like, so there's no recruiting channels. You're not allowed to recruit for your faction, that kind of stuff. It's all about the game, builds, that kind of stuff. You're more than welcome to join and invite anyone you want. Like I said, everybody's welcome. That being said, my biggest supporters are Team Slam and Victorious, and so there's a bunch of those guys in there, but it's not faction-y type talk, so there's no, oh, this faction sucks or this faction's great, so nice, Roberto. Those 2 perks are lifesavers for farming. I don't know, Bomber. I'm thinking about that. Right on, Thomas. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for joining. Great to meet you. I think you're in there, Bomber, because I don't know why. Maybe Jorge. He's a leader. He should know things. Maybe he can tell us. Oh, the question was Bomber asked how he was allowed in my Discord server, since really the only rule is don't be a douche. And I said I wasn't really sure, but that, you know, you were kind of a leader type person, so maybe you'd know why we let him in there. I don't know. Wait, how'd you get off a freeloader? I'm gonna check your the knees of your pants for dirt, Bomber, because something's not making sense here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it quits soonish too. I probably stayed up later than I should for having to be up in a little bit. But, you know, playing games and streaming's more fun than work or sleep anyway.
That's true.
He is doing min now in Blitz. Alright, I'll check after this match. It's going to be really disappointing for me because I think I'm like 20 in the 20s somewhere. Someone's Unless you're first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. Plus, both of you two jokers beat me in the power rankings last month. We are very close to maxing this. I bet when I wake up it's maxed. Leaderboard. Gosh dang it, Bomber. How do you not run out of tickets, my guy? Coyote's killing it again. Dang, Jorge. 15th? Ah, you fell to 15th. Somebody passed you. Yeah, I understand that. 28th is not so great. Where's my boy Hansen at? I think tomorrow he gets 3-star. So he said I think he was going to do most of his tomorrow. Nope, apparently not. He's done doing hards. There he is. Dang, Faction's doing really good this time. Ah, yeah. I think he got keys for us, though, as I recall, is what he said. Yeah, same. Hard for me. I'll probably try and do at least a couple more. But I got a feeling we're going to have a cheap blitz again this month like last month, and that's the one where I'm going to go hog wild because we got so many keys per blitz ticket on that one. It was the Mark Henry one, I think. That was only 420 tickets. That one was kind of awesome. I don't think... Do I have any keys to spend before I check? I don't think so. Oh, I do. I can do one pull. Right here. This is the Cosmic Key. One single pull with a slow tap for the Cosmic Key. High drama. Big money, no whammy. Nice, Josh. Nope, it's not the key. Yeah, this first one is going really well. Everyone's banging it pretty much. Aww. Hold on, I'm trying to do things on Discord on my phone. I need to open it on my computer. It's so much easier. There we go. This button. What am I doing? This button. There we go. I don't think anyone knows mine either. Mine's a hard one to guess too. Ooh, new showdown stuff. What's in it this time? Those are automatic buy for me. Burp, 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 burp. Yeah, sure, I'll take TP. Awesome, Jorge. The keys. This is the month to get Rikishi. If you don't have Rikishi, you're getting him free. It's pretty awesome for anyone who doesn't have him. Okay, Harper, you don't have Rowan. I'm not afraid of you. Oh no. I'm afraid to look at what he's updated it to. Nice, that's a good fuse. Okay, black right there. Well, Josh, you're in a really good spot for only having 1 4-star gold, and you got Tech Kofi and Striker NWO, $1 Million Man. You're in a very good spot. Dango's so good. Have I mentioned I love Dango? Are you saying... Oh, Orton, yes, right. You're not saying Kofi. I got scared for a second. I'm like, no, nobody before Kofi. But you were talking about Orton. Ooh, Aleister Black. This will be funny. Black is one of my favorite guys to fight in Showdown. Mandingo? Yeah, that train don't stop. Poor Aleister Black. I don't even need to use Protect Gems. Oh man, not the clown. I hate the clown. He's good, but I hate him. I actually pulled a 4-star gold fuse for Doink. That was the only way he was ever going. Me being the avid clown hater that I am. There we go. Got it maxed before reset. When's the next league? It's super high. Isn't it like 3,900 or some ridiculousness? Yeah, 4K. That's going to take forever to get there. Am I even in the top 100 anymore? Nope. Faction. Oh, Wool Runner. Look at that guy. Alright guys, I gotta be up early for work. Like less than 5 hours now. So I'm gonna call it a night. Appreciate you guys watching very, very much. Love the support, love the chat. It makes farming way less boring. So you guys all have a great evening, or if you're, in Europe or something, great day.